Hey everyone, my name is Vic Lee and I'm an artist, illustrator, muralist, map maker from London town, and I thought it would be quite fun in these kind of trying times to share a few insights into my thought processes. And I was thinking to myself that I don't want to turn this into a tutorial because I don't want to teach you how to draw. But one thing that I want to do is maybe give you an insight into my preparation, how I think, and yeah, just a bit of fun really. These are going to be a series of videos on different subjects, and I want it to be quite light-hearted, and I don't really want to take it too seriously. These are also just my opinions, so they're going to be nobody else's. But I hope that you get something out of it that you can incorporate into your maybe daily routine if you're a professional artist or illustrator, creative designer, anything really. It's just a way to maybe look at things in a slightly different light. It's going to be slightly off the cuff. I'm just going to talk. I don't have a plan, and this could easily bite me in the ass at some stage. But I thought to myself, well, I want to do these videos because a lot of people ask me a lot of questions about my process, materials, how I start, where I get my inspirations from. So I thought I'd just share all that. But I'm going to do it in a slightly different way, in the fact that this pencil is quite annoying because it keeps shaking. So I'm going to put it down. So I'm going to do it in a slightly different way, in that, let me think about this, in that my artworks that you see, these are never planned out. So all the projects that I've done for clients in the past, from Virgin Atlantic to Mercedes, British Airways, the Tate, Sainsbury's, Marks and Spencer's, huge design agencies have got murals in their offices. I always go in there and I say to them, look, I've got an idea, we can agree the words, but the rest of it's pretty much going to be made up. And thankfully I've got some amazing clients who completely understand that and trust me, which is bonkers. Yeah, I think that's how I'm going to do this kind of talk really, is it's pretty much going to be made up on the cuff, and see what happens. Sorry about that, I was just making sure that it was recording. I'm pretty much on my own here, in isolation in my studio. So this is how it's going to work. I'm basically going to talk, I'm going to talk at you, and I'm just going to chat about my process, my work, my ethics, my processes. I've said processes. I'm going to say it again, processes. It's quite a nice word. But whilst I'm doing it, I'm also going to be creating a letter 8, because the one thing about nowadays, to bring us all together, I think the 8 is a really important aspect, and 8 plays a big role in my life as well. I have this, I guess it's a slightly spiritual side. I'm not a believer in God, but I'm a believer in something. And I think we all have this hope and a belief system that we need to hold on to. And I have really silly ones, but I also have kind of slightly important ones. So one of them is the number 8. A long time ago I read about feng shui and the number 8 and how important it is in Asian philosophy. I guess it's because it's a continuous line, so you see things that just go round and join as one, which makes it sort of rotate. So a lot of the things that I have, for instance, I collect little things like 8s, and I just place them different places around the studio and at home. But also most of my studios add up to the number 8 as well. So I believe in that. The other one that I do, I don't know if I've actually got any with me, probably not actually, is, because they're all tucked away, it's a really silly one, but it's a superstition, and it's a British one, which is find a penny, pick it up, then all day you'll have good luck. So every time I find a penny on the floor, my partner laughs at me. I could find a fiver, and I'll go, oh, I found a fiver, look at that. If I find a penny, I'm like that, I got a penny, found a penny, so exciting. So the penny for me is basically, it means that a job will come in, or some work will come in of some sort. And I can almost guarantee, I pick up a penny, within 2 days, a potential commission comes in. So I have loads of pennies at home, different piggy banks and jars, they're just spread out all over the place. So that's my silly superstition. But we need something to hold on to, because I think it's really important that we have, as an illustrator, as a self-employed person who works on his own, I'm pretty much in self-isolation for about 80% of the week, because I have my own studio and I lock myself away, and then I go out and talk to people, and I'm, verbal diarrhea, so apologies to people out there that have experienced that. But I think when you work on your own, you need something else apart from your own belief to latch onto. And I guess my penny, my number 8, is my, inner God, if you like. It's a little inner belief thing that I hold on to. But yeah, so I'm going to be drawing a number 8 while I do these talks. I'm hoping to do at least 3, maybe 5. As I said, I get verbal diarrhea, so it can be about 50. I recommend, if you can, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then just switch off and listen to me waffle for a little bit, and watch me draw as well. So, to give you an idea, this is the type of thing that I'll be doing. This is the letter R, which I did a long time ago, and I do these very sporadically when I've got time. Normally I'm so busy with commissions that I don't have time for my own work. So this time I'm making the most of it to sort of really enjoy myself. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be talking and I'm going to be drawing at the same time. So it's almost an interview with myself as me, as the commentator and the interviewer, the interviewee and the guest, and then see what happens basically. So my day will normally start with coffee, the coffee machine in the corner. Black, strong, no sugar, keeping it real. So I drink a lot of coffee basically. This keeps me going throughout the day. I try and stop around tomorrow if I can, and then I start again. So that kind of works for me. But yeah, after I've made the coffee, settle in, I plug in my music. I'm not going to play music today because obviously I'm talking to you, and then that would just be like loads of music over me. So music is really important for me when I draw, because I think a lot of people listen to various things. I know a lot of people listen to podcasts to switch off, but for me, I've tried that. I've tried podcasts, and I can't do it when I draw. And I realise that the reason why I can't listen to podcasts is because I find them they interrupt me, if you like. When I listen to other people speak, it interrupts me. Slippery pencil, yeah. Highly recommend not putting any fat on your pencil before you draw. I haven't got any fat on it, it was a joke. Actually, try fat on your pencil while you draw, and then let me know what happens. Yeah, music is important. I think not having someone to talk to me whilst I draw, or talk at me, like pretty much like I'm doing for you, so I'm sure I've just lost, the other two, 50% of my audience there, so goodbye to those two. the reason why I listen to music is because I don't have a specific musical choice in mind when I draw. So I can listen to DJ Yoda one day, and then some New Jack Swing, classical music, listen to a bit of Johnny Cash, a bit of country and western, Loretta Holloway, love Northern Soul, so I might be in a Northern Soul mood. So every day, I mean probably every hour, I'll change the music up, and it could be like relaxing, middle of the road stuff. But my go-to is Mixcloud. I love Mixcloud because you just have every type of music on there, so you can change it up when you want, basically. And I think I have to switch off when I'm drawing, and music is my key. I do a lot of self-meditating as well. I think I read a lot. I read a lot of books. I have a Kindle at home, so since I bought my Kindle, I used to be a reader. So I'd go on holiday and I'd get a book and I'd read it, and maybe I'd do 1 or 2 books on holiday, and then I wouldn't read anything during the year. But now, because I have a wee Kindle, it's my go-to, and I, as a creative, reading massively important for me because it helps engage my brain into visualization as well. So I read a lot of books. I think I've read about 100, last count was about 125 in maybe 4 years or 5 years. Every night I read, and it helps me sleep, but it also it boosts my imagination, and it helps me, like I said, visualize certain things. So I would say read as much as you can. I read a lot of anything really. Dystopian novels I'm quite into. In these days, this current climate, I think dystopian novel is the way to go. Though I'm not a hoarder, I haven't got to that stage yet. So yeah, reading is really important. Music's really important. I guess I don't really like listening to the news too much because more often than not it's bad. But yeah, music's really important for me. Music's a great way to switch off and just get into your own zone as well. This is quite difficult for me because I don't have any music on. Maybe I should put headphones on, but then I'd be bopping my head, and that'd be really annoying. So that's potentially not going to work very well for you guys. Silent disco type illustration, if you know what I mean.